Hi guys, in this video you will learn how to become a lawyer in the United States. It's going to be especially helpful for those who didn't go to Ivy League schools and those immigrants who came to the United States and got their LLMs instead of JDs. A little bit about myself. I'm a corporate lawyer. I've been in the United States since 2014. I moved here from Russia. And in the United States, I got my law degree from University of Southern California. Then I worked at the US Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit. And then I worked for two venture-backed startups as I realized that litigation is not my thing. After the startups, I got a job at the prestigious law firm, big law firm called Cooley. It's famous for venture and tech work. And last year, I became a citizen and started my own law firm for startups and venture funds. By the way, I'm hiring, so this video about how to get a job for you, and in case you're in corporate law, you do startups, venture capital, M&A, you have big law experience in your country, shoot me a message. In my previous video, I talked about how to become a lawyer in the United States, how to choose a university, apply, learn English, how to pass the bar exam. And this video is the step number 2, how to get a job, to get practical experience in the United States. On my personal journey, despite working for a federal judge and big law and starting my own law firm, I've been told at the beginning of my journey that it is impossible, that if you have an accent, you can't work for a judge. And if you have LLM, you can't work for a big law firm. All of these things, they turned out to be not true. So I am here recording this video that would be helpful for me 9 years ago when I was doubting whether I'm able to walk the path, whether I'm able to get a job, whether I'm able to get a visa, stay and just make it in the US. I'm here to tell you it is possible, and here are the learnings that I got to make it here. I'm gonna share it with you. So here are 4 steps I recommend you take to make it in America and get a job as a lawyer. Step number 1 is to know your why. I know you listening to this video or watching it because you want to be a lawyer, but I would recommend thinking, what kind of lawyer do you want to be? With what kind of people do you want to work with? What kind of impact you want to make? What do you care about? Is it environment? Do you care about nerdy intellectual property issues? What kind of people you would like to interact with? And I'll give you examples in my life how that determination really helped me. But first, I will tell you why this determination is really important. Don't skip this step. Because if you didn't go to Ivy League school or you didn't get a JD, you're an immigrant, the chances are your first job wouldn't be your dream job. You might get it, I don't doubt that, but the chances are your first job wouldn't be your last job, wouldn't be your dream job, and you would need that passion and motivation to sustain you through the journey when your first, second, third job might not be your dream job. But if what you do is within the industry that you care about, that you're genuinely interested in, and you like the people, you will be successful. And the more you get successful, the more you progress, the more helpful and valuable you are, so you will make your way through to the job or position that you really want, that is your dream. Step number 2. Once you know what you care about and what industry you want to work with, connect to people. Again, coming back, you are not probably the most shiny person on your resume, but I'm sure you're a hustler because you came here, you made your way through, you're watching this video, you want to make it happen. You already have everything you need to succeed. And you just need to connect with people who would see that spark in you and they would bet on you. How do you do that? You can connect with people on LinkedIn. You just write to people who have similar backgrounds to you, maybe language, maybe school, maybe country, any club membership, some interest, something that would allow you to write a genuine message saying, hey, you are doing this incredible thing, I'm inspired, I'm passionate about similar things, X, Y, and Z, and I really would appreciate 15-20 minutes of your time for coffee or Zoom meeting. I wrote at law school hundreds of LinkedIn messages, and to my surprise, even heads of big law firms, they would take time to grab coffee with me and lunch. So you have to network, you have to hustle, because your resume wouldn't hustle for you. And one more advice, how you connect with people, how to get them to help you. The key secret sauce is to not ask for help. It sounds counterproductive, but here's the principle you want to remember. Give without expectations in order to receive. So don't ask for a job. When you're genuinely interested in another person and you're trying to add value, if they are able to help you, they will help you. So you don't need to ask for a job, you just need to show up authentically. I'll give you an example. I would send those LinkedIn messages, I would tell people my story, and I would also try to be helpful. First of all, I would show that I've studied what they've written. I took the time to learn about them, and I would ask questions so they know I'm genuinely interested. People are generally interested about talking about themselves and their work. That's why they do it. They want to make an impact. So if they're able to help you, they would be happy to. So don't ask, give first, and you shall receive. Step number 3, get relevant experience and knowledge. So now you know the industry, you're passionate about that, you're connecting with people, so you're already learning what is happening. You also need to take extra step and read relevant books, podcasts. All the information honestly is publicly available. When I was learning about venture capital, I've read the book Venture Deals, and that's how I learned about venture deals, because no one had time on the job to explain to me those things. So you have to do it also in order to be able to connect with people on a deeper level. You would be able to ask smarter questions, and people would know, or you know what you're talking about. People would feel you're passionate about that, and they're likely to give you a chance. 4th step. So this is optional, but I highly recommend this step. Put yourself out there. That's something that general partner of A16Z recommended me. When I worked at Cooley, he was always pushing me to create content, because he said, Kristina, as a law firm associate, you're replaceable. When you stand out, you put the content out there, you expose yourself to unlimited opportunities. And he was very right. Because I started doing that, I was able to open my law firm, and my network and content are my distribution channels. So now we're talking about how to get a job. So putting yourself out there, writing a blog post, tweeting, Instagramming, YouTubing, whatever makes sense for you, to start talking about things in that industry, in that domain that you're passionate about, and sharing those learnings. For example, you've read a book, you've listened to a podcast. Share what you've learned, plus add your thoughts, your insights. That way, you put yourself out there to be seen for all of the opportunities, to be seen by people who are your future employers. And that's exactly what I do with my law firm. I create short form videos on Instagram and TikTok. I create longer YouTube videos, for example, like that. This is for me, by the way. I definitely wanted to share and be helpful, but also there is self-interest. I hope to get some hires from this video, because I'm putting myself out here. I bring the value to you, hopefully. But because of this, I wouldn't need a recruiter. All the people that came to me as clients and as employees came from my social media. So do whatever is authentic to you. If creating a video like that is not authentic, you can create tweets. Just tweet. Whatever you feel is authentic, what form of expression is authentic to you, do that. In that industry that you're passionate about, in that area of law, so people, your future employer, your clients would see you, and you establish authority that way, and you open up yourself for unlimited opportunities and possibilities. Okay, and here is the bonus. This is probably the most important thing. Those 4 things, the practical steps that I gave you to help you to become a lawyer in the United States and to get your job. But the mindset, that's the key part that would allow you to succeed every time. Okay, let's get to it. Are you ready? Never give up. Seriously. On this journey, I was many times at the point that I'm like, I don't even know, I can't fathom how it's gonna work out for me. My English is not good, I don't have a visa, I don't even know what kind of value I have to give. I had so many doubts. I have LLM instead of JD. The truth is that you don't need to know how it's gonna work out. You just need to put one foot in front of the other, and you just don't give up. And you just need one yes. You don't need a billion people to tell you yes. You don't even need 10 people to tell you yes. You just need one employer to give you a shot, to give you an internship. Just think about that, just one person saying yes to you. So when you go through rejections, what I internally tell myself, and I get rejections even now. Some clients, they don't choose me. Who cares? I say thank you, next. And that way I just accept that whatever is happening is for the best for me, and the better opportunity will come along. So it's interesting mindset that you don't have expectations, you don't visualize like this, oh, it should come now, it should come now. You just humbly moving forward, and when you experience rejection, you just keep going, because it's gonna work out. Even using my example, guys, I tell you, I had so many doubts, it worked out, it all worked out. I feel like I even worried way too much. I spent those nerve cells for no reason. You know, like you can worry about things and you can not worry about things. As long as you keep moving, you're gonna make it through, I promise. I'll give you a couple of examples when, I got this opportunity to work for a federal judge, and then the big law firm was interviewing me. It was DeLay Piper. I got a better job at the end. But at that time, their rejection seemed like the end of the world. I was like, oh my God, the visa, no one would sponsor me. But then I found this opportunity with J1 sponsored by American Bar Association. So I figured it out. It seemed like impossible. Then people were telling me, going from in-house to law firm, it's not possible because you're a generalist. Also kind of bullshit. You just need one person to tell you yes and give you a shot. And that one person was a partner of a small boutique law firm in New York. Then I was told it's impossible to go from that small law firm to big law firm because no one knows that small law firm. Also, BS, you just need one partner with the decision power at a big law firm to say yes. Obviously, in order for them to say yes, all of the steps that I told you about, right? That you need to be passionate about this thing, you have to have the value for them, for you to give to them. But you just need one person to tell you yes. And even in my journey right now, I started my own law firm, and it started from the first Cooley client that just came to me and said, I really want to work with you after I left Cooley. And it was then the second client came in, and the third. But in the beginning, I was like, what am I doing? Would I be able to make it? So I'm telling you, I'm gonna save you a lot of pain, mental pain. You're gonna make it. Don't even bother thinking about that. Think about what is your next immediate step. Once you figure out your 5-10 year vision, that's it. You have this clarity, let it go and focus on the next step and the next step. The mindset, your belief, being present, connecting with people, doing what you love, you're destined to succeed. You're destined to get your job, and you're gonna do even greater than you can imagine. I'm wishing you good luck. If you have any questions for me, Kristina Subbotina, find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, my website. If you're a good fit for my law firm, please apply. I'm just wishing you success from the bottom of my heart, and I know that it's gonna work out. You're gonna be very successful. Most importantly, you will be happy, you will make an impact, and you will make it in America. Yes!